Well, it's Boxing Day.
It's Boxing Day.
And on Boxing Day, you have a Boxing Day special. So this is our Boxing Day special.
Yeah.
So happy Boxing Day. We hope you've had a lovely Christmas. And if you've never listened to this podcast before, this is the most ridiculous format of it.
Mm-hmm.
It is the Most ADHD Things. My name is Laura and I am ADHDAF. And this is my husband, Big.
Hi.
Who has not joined me for several months now. This is our first one of these for since about July.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
Back due to popular demand, and I'm not even joking.
Wow.
Everybody wants you on the poddy see. So I don't know why I said that. So ADHDAF podcast was created, almost 4 years ago. It's 3.5 years ago now.
Yeah.
And this particular year, 2025, is the most important year in ADHDAF history because it is the year that everything that has been learnt and fought for and understood in this space and shared in this space has been channeled into creating a charity called ADHDAF Plus. We properly started in March. And we now have peer support groups all over Scotland and England. And in 2026, it will be Wales as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very exciting. And the Most ADHD Thing is a question that I ask at the end of each interview of ADHDAF podcast. And I also ask it on social media. To get the community to connect, really, is the primary reason why we do it, is to raise ADHD awareness. It's a space where we eradicate shame. So we laugh at the things that will usually make us cry. But let me be clear. ADHD is no joke. It's a serious neurodevelopmental condition, so serious, in fact, that we need some comic relief, especially on Boxing Day. So without further ado, we are going to read some of your Most ADHD Thing entries dating all the way back to September. So please don't RSD. If we don't read yours out, it's only because we haven't done one for so many months. We've got so many to get through that we just had to pick and choose a few.
Yes.
And we've hoped we've got a good array to kind of raise lots of ADHD awareness and have lots of fun. But also, please remember, if what we're saying doesn't sound like ADHD to you or your presentation of ADHD, please don't let that discourage you. ADHD presents differently in every single individual alongside the co-occurring conditions. We're all very different flavours of ice cream with different sprinkles on top. And you shouldn't judge anybody else's Most ADHD Thing because it's the Most ADHD Thing to them. And it will be helpful to somebody. So without further ado, shall we dive in?
Yes.
Oh, no. Right on brand, I forgot something. First of all, before we dive in, we are going to cover some triggering topics potentially. We're definitely going to have some gallows humour in there. It's highly likely Big might say something slightly inappropriate.
Yeah.
And there'll be lots of cackling and laughing and silliness. So do have a read of the description before listening on, just in case we cover anything that you're not in a place to hear. And in the show notes, you will also find a link to resources for support, including all sorts of information about ADHDAF plus Chazza. So we're going to start off with Instagram. And I am in blue and you are in black.
Okay. Well, no, I'm in blue.
Oh, and I'm in
You're
black. Okay, well, we do it that way.
No,
we can't.
we can't.
We can't change it now. Rach Wool 89 says, thought I posted this but checked my comment history. I must have got distracted. Impulse bought 2 hot sauces as a present while travelling, packed them safely in the bottom of my suitcase wrapped in clothes, layered the dirty washing on top of them, then my laptop, then clean clothes so I wouldn't be double washing.
Yeah.
So proud of my immense organisational skills, so am I. Unpacked the clean clothes, removed my laptop, put the dirty washing in the machine, go into the lounge to relax. Then I noticed this banging as the washing machine starts to spin. One of the glass bottles of hot sauce has, thank God, survived 5 minutes spinning in a barely full front loader washer. The second is still in the suitcase with dirty washing I had missed.
Oh, no. Olivia, Soph, Eve, forgetting to book a cabin bag on your return flight because you can't travel without packing the kitchen sink. Yep.
Yes, hard to relate. John Hill is the host of ADHD or Just a Bit Weird. Go and have a listen if you haven't already. Found out last night that one of my clients has moved her appointments from me to another stylist, and although that could be for any reason, I'm having immense levels of RSD over it, so rejection-sensitive dysphoria. I'm way more expensive than the person she's moved to, so my logical side is telling me that, but my RSD is telling me it's because she left me because I'm an awful human being, and that, my friend, is why RSD stands for really shit daydreams.
Yeah. Abby_Gibbs_35 forgot that I had my ADHD assessment. Well, that's a classic.
There in itself lies your diagnosis, I should think.
Yeah.
But I hope you got it. I hope it went well. Eventful Jade booked to event manage an ADHD convention on the same day as my official diagnosis. But Jade, which one did you go to?
Yeah.
So Jade was the tour manager for Louis Newland's tour that I went on.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, Jade. I'm glad you got your diagnosis, or I hope you did anyway.
Indeed.
Let us know.
Holly Jones Counselling lost the car again.
Wow. Torti Vitae. Is that how I say that?
Yeah.
Torti Vitae took a tantrum towards the people who love me at home in an RSD, sleep-deprived, physically unwell state that I was in. Oh, bless you. That's totally understandable, though.
Eleanor Amy Wilkinson. Oh, I also told my improv troupe that I have ADHD. That's huge for me. Also, I asked for reasonable adjustments at work. Who is this queen? Wouldn't have done this a few years ago.
Well done. The queen is Eleanor Amy Wilkinson.
Yes, and that's improv. No, that's incredible. Well done.
I don't think Eleanor Amy Wilkinson's going to let you in her improv troupe.
No, I've got my own one. It's me.
You've improvised one now.
Yes. Yes, and carry on.
Pippy_househeart. Search for an hour for my coat with a hood. Check the garage, under stairs, all cupboards and wardrobes. What?
Apple bottom jeans, coat with the hood.
Oh gosh, we're here already. With the hood. Search for an hour for my God.
Well, just add in apple bottom jeans.
Can you read it while singing that song?
No. No, you can't because it doesn't fit.
Search for an hour for my coat with a hood.
Check the garage, under stairs, all cupboards and wardrobe. No.
I'm really sorry.
You open the door? Oh, that'd be noisy, wouldn't it? All the sirens and trains.
Right, sorry, it is Boxing Day. We're allowed to be this bad. Right. Sorry, I'm trying not to cry. Search for an hour for my coat. Search for an hour for my coat.
Oh dear. Do you want me to read this one? Okay. Pippy_househeart. Search for an hour for my coat with a hood, apple bottom jeans. Check the garage, under the stairs, all cupboards and wardrobes. Convinced myself I must have given it away in spring, only to find it hanging on the back of my bedroom door, which, by the way, I had opened and closed in the search. Oh, well, I bet everybody was looking at her. Very good.
We're never going to get through this episode. Right.
Red Punk Social. I've just gone to use a Virgin Airlines credit to book a flight to Melbourne for my 50th next year. The credit ran out yesterday. Oh, no. Also, when speaking to a friend to tell them the time, instead of saying 12:30, I said it's 5:30 lunchtime.
Well, that is the accurate time.
Accurate time.
Maz Poke found 5 boxes of half-open lasagna sheets, but I've not made one in over a year, nor do I even like them.
Oh, wow.
Details.
5 boxes, half open.
5's quite a lot, actually.
That is a lot.
It's like ratatouille.
Yeah.
In the kitchen cabinet.
Half opened as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Chronically savage. Couldn't work out why I felt weird and my tummy hurt. Realised I hadn't been for a wee for 6 hours. Oh. Hyper-focused on really poor interoception is a bugger.
It is a bugger. It really is. Abby Gibbs, 35. After waiting for 4 years, I got told I have ADHD. Yes, Abby Gibbs, congratulations. Welcome to this brand new chapter of your life. The rest is still unwritten.
Yeah, it is. ADHD coach Caitlin decided on Thursday, I want to dye my hair and getting it done today. Who needs impulse control?
Who needs impulse control? Hair schmear.
No.
I hope it looks wonderful.
Especially these coaches.
Let us know. Let us know. Mocha Beauty _ made too many plans and burnt myself out. Weekend on the sofa, please.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I hope you got one.
Miss Lipman constantly interrupting in staff meetings, so I don't forget what I wanted to say.
Yeah. Hard relate. ADHD _ mum of 3 decided 8 a.m. on a school nursery workday was the absolute best time to empty out the kitchen cupboards that we haven't touched for the last 4 years, then leaving it all in various piles, bin bags on the floor with no desire to get rid of piles or bags, and hoovering the house at 7 a.m. regardless of waking up husband and 3 kids.
Yeah.
But when you have a surge of energy to do something, you have to act on it, don't you?
Do it.
If she's been waiting 4 years...
That's quite a long time to wait.
Say that's a win. That's still a win, ADHD mum of 3.
Yeah.
Lots of
And
wins there.
next thing, get rid of them. The bags. Not the... You get. Okay. Caitlin Galloway, TV, forgot to call the pharmacy and confirm I needed my meds refilled, so I'm unmedicated today and have an uncontrollable urge to organise every random cabinet I can find and then crash at the end of the day and be upset I'm behind on doing everything that's actually important.
Oh, I hope you got your meds sorted out. It remains absolutely inhumane and ridiculous that we have to fight against the very symptoms that we need support with in order to get the support, because surely you would think if you were given ADHD medication, you'd just get a repeat prescription. Kim Pierpoint UK, waiting in Costa to buy a coffee. Woman in front of me lets me go first as I only have one coffee to buy. I order my coffee, go to open my phone wallet for my Costa card and to pay. Somehow, panic and hit the close your phone button. Then I'm in a major panic meltdown as I now have to wait for my phone to turn back on again. I talk to everyone in the queue about my stupidity. I apologise so many times. Everyone says it's not a problem. I continue to flap and fluster. When my phone finally loads up, I cannot even press the side button to activate my cards. It feels like the earth is swallowing me up. I still continue to tell everyone what a middle-aged techno tit I am. Everyone still says it's no problem. Finally, after what feels like a million years, I walk out with my head hanging in shame with my coffee. The anxiety was real. Yes, I absolutely hate that. In the flap of the moment, I had an interview with a wonderful guy called Reese from the Neurodevelopmental podcast, which is on YouTube. We had such a great time. But my computer just wasn't playing ball at all. And so I did the whole interview on my phone, and honest to God, it is the most unflattering angle of anything you've ever seen. I literally look like a thumb for the whole thing, and I'm completely flapping and sweating even more than I am right now. But Reese is wonderful, and it's a really good episode, so go and check out his amazing podcast on YouTube. I'll put a link in the show notes.
So what angle was it? Because if it was like down here...
It's literally like up my nose. It's like several...
So I must look like a thumb to everybody. Know what you're saying?
No, because you're a fully dimensional creature.
I'm a fully dimensional creature.
Yeah.
Shall I?
Please.
0505 Julie. Lost my lanyard in work with my whistle. I'm coming back to that bit. ID card and fob, which lets me use the photocopier. Had everyone look for it in school. No luck until one of the children found it in my basket of tricks in the regulation station of all places. There's a lot in there. 0505 Julie, I need you to come back to us on Insta or whatever you can. Just explain to me what a regulation station is.
Why you have a whistle?
Why do you have a whistle? I'd like to know.
Lost? Well, she's lost.
Are you a lifeguard, an old-timey police person? I don't know.
A raver.
A rave? Are you just going out to rave? Maybe you're a sheep farmer.
She's definitely in school.
Okay, yeah.
One of the children found it in my basket of tricks. Why do you have a basket?
Why do you have a basket of tricks? And what's in said basket of tricks? This is, yeah. Well,
no, we're being silly, Julie. I'm very glad that you found your whistle in your basket of tricks at the regulation station.
In the regulation station. What if something isn't regulation? Like if it's out of non-regulation station. Everything. No, this lot to unpack. Yeah. So let us know. Just piece by piece. Next one.
A life less conventional. Panicked hunting for yonks in my duvet for the needle that was in my damn mouth.
Oh, damn.
That's what it says.
It does say
It does
damn.
literally say that.
John Hill, once again, put my fabric shopping bags in the recycling. Oh no, I have zero idea why, but when I unpacked my shopping, I put them straight in there as if that was where they live. I got them out again when I realised what I'd done, thankfully. Good grief.
Good grief,
Good
John.
grief, John.
Broken and brilliant. Wrote a 6-page story, sent it off for publication, then realised I'd literally forgotten to include entire words because my keyboard couldn't keep up with my brain. I hear that.
Can I do that?
Send a 6-page story off to publication?
Yeah.
You can in your improv troupe.
I forgot about my improv troupe. That's what I'm going to do. Lily Brat 1 completely missed a sign on my manager's office door that said, "Do not disturb, meeting in progress." And I walked in, grabbed what I needed and left. And someone pointed out the sign, mortified. Yeah, I've been in a similar situation. It's embarrassing.
It's very embarrassing. Torti vitae again. Stood up for myself in work and asserted myself for once over a situation that had been eating me up. Anyway, since asserting myself and putting the bully back in their place, I have hyper-focused and RSD'd very hard. I really, really hear that. The amount of times the bravery comes, you're like, I have got this. I have got this. I am right. I know I'm right. This is the right thing to do. And I'm so proud of myself for being so brave. And now I want to crawl into a hole and die forevermore.
Yes.
Yeah. Very, very relatable, but well done. And I'm sure the fact that you stood up to a bully makes the RSD worth it. Nonetheless painful, but absolutely worthwhile. So well done, you.
Definitely.
And I hope you feel better now.
Yeah. ADHD coach Caitlin left a parcel in my car all week and left it to the very last minute to post it. Well, yeah.
Honestly, I have such a block with the post office. I had to send something back to the post office and it just sat there for so long. And every time I thought about it, it felt like the biggest task in the world that I did not have the capacity or time to do. And then when I went to do it, it was done in under 5 minutes. We lived literally 2 minutes walk to the post office. It was like the quickest thing in the world, but it felt enormous.
Yeah.
Rachie Clark, 85, lost my phone, went to find my phone on my laptop. Laptop was dead. Waited for that to charge. Once I could finally search for it, I still couldn't hear it ring. Went out to the car to check, heard ringing, but not from the car. Turns out that when I grabbed a load of rubbish from the car, I threw it in the bin on the street along with my phone.
Oh, no. Well, at least you got it back. Covered in bin juice. Becky Kvitz. I forgot to buy a car. I'll start there. No, I forgot to buy a car. My brother lent me his to use when mine got written off. Oh, no. Turns out that happened in February and we are now in October. Yes, you forgot to buy a car. Well, we haven't had a car for a while.
No, we haven't forgotten to buy one.
We haven't forgotten to buy one. But all I'm saying is I can live without it. And obviously you can too, and that's great, I suppose.
No, well, she's got her brother's car, so he needs it back.
Oh. Oh, no, that's not okay. Then you get yourself a car and give it back to your brother.
Set a reminder.
Set a reminder. Yeah, really important. Another reminder.
Life of Sand. Felt guilty for being poorly. I hear you. I've been quite poorly the last little while, and I have apologised a lot of times for being poorly.
Yeah, you have. Yeah.
It's really ridiculous because anybody would choose to be unwell.
Yeah.
I hope you're feeling better now.
Yes. Emily O'Connell, 1747. I really like that because she's got lots of Y's in her name. I had 3 doctor's appointments this week and remembered the time for all 3 wrong by 15 to 30 minutes. Oh dear. I hope it was in the right direction.
I hope you didn't miss all of them.
No.
Becky Clumsy Priest. Got lost on my way to my hospital appointment because I followed the signs, then the signs stopped, so went off grid. Also, spilling 2 drops of water on a woman 4 weeks ago and still worrying if she's okay. Oh, bless you. I think she'll be okay. Unless she's a gremlin.
What if she's not?
Oh!
Or a witch from Wizard of Oz.
Can they not get wet either?
No, she melts, doesn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Melting.
But gremlin.
Gremlins, she just multiply. I hope that's not the case. This is all going to be cut out, so I can say what I want.
Actually, you should feel bad if you started a gremlin infestation.
Yeah, that's...
But let's be honest, you haven't, so please stop worrying.
Well said. Star Girl Holly. I need to wash the windows because a heron pooped all over them, so after putting it off for a couple of weeks, I got started I live in a townhouse. There are 6 rooms with big windows, so started in living room. How much poop did this heron have in it? Sorry. I'm sorry. How much poop did this heron do? I know they're big birds, but I got started. I live in a townhouse. There are 6 rooms with big windows, so started in living room, but realised there were so many cobwebs, and actually the curtains hadn't been washed for ages, and the skirting board is manky, and the board games all piled in the corner, never get played with. So commence the deep clean. Sounds like you live in a sort of
Miss Havisham,
no, in a home for children that they go, get sent away to in the summer holidays.
where they have giant albatross herons.
Giant herons shitting everywhere with board games in the corner. And on one day you'll go and do abseiling, that sort of thing. Yeah. Anyway, commence the deep clean of one wall of one room. It took hours. A week later, the remaining windows still have heron poop. The board games now live in the middle of the floor, awaiting donations somewhere, hopefully before Christmas. And of course, it's spider season, so webs galore. That was a real.
It was Dickensian, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah.
We've been watching a lot of Dickens, obviously Muppets, but I do get really invested in it. We were watching one of the adaptations of Great Expectations yesterday, and I was like mid-sob, like, one act of kindness changed the fate of his whole destiny. And you're like, you really like this shit, don't you?
Yeah. Really into Dickens. It's all good morals and that.
330.3org. Is that right?
I mean, I would say it's 30, but I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
330.3org. Dirty talk?
Dirty talk!
30 talk.
But it's threes.
Threes.
Okay.
30 talk.
Well, in any case, they left their keys in the fridge again.
Firebird _ neurodiversity. Had loads of work to do, so I edited and ordered a print of my grandfather in his World War II Navy uniform.
Yes.
Yeah, that's on brand.
Of course.
I'm really, really busy, however.
No, I'm really busy, so this is definitely more important.
Yeah.
Kim Pierpoint UK. I cannot work out how much I have to pay for my hall hire. Kim is also Yoga for ADHD UK, I think is the handle. So she does yoga classes. I overpay. I make a further plunder payment. I then write an email longer than any of my A-level essays trying to explain how I managed to get it so wrong. I love it. I love a novel email.
Oh, yeah.
Just that over-explaining that just ties yourself in knots and actually causes more confusion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, the person reading it doesn't really care.
Well, you've got summaries now at the top.
Yeah,
as well.
You just go, all right, you need me to do that. All right, cool, bye. I got in so much trouble, not trouble, but I used to get told quite a lot by bosses, just say less, mate.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
And they were right. And I did.
I tell you what,
less,
I don't care. I don't care for emails unless they're charity related at the moment. It's mid-December.
Yeah.
Don't circle back in mid-December.
Circle back.
If you must.
Yeah.
Circle back in January. Don't send any emails unless they're essential in December, surely.
Yeah. Don't do anything in December. Hello, what's Scuba Gaz got to say? Scuba Gaz, I had a form half completed for 10 days for a visa. That's quite important. I now don't have a visa to go on holiday this afternoon. Oh, no, Scuba Gaz. Exec dysfunction sucks.
It truly does suck. I very much feel your pain. Chrissy B123 got my diagnosis at 61.
Whoop, whoop.
That's
well done,
incredible.
Chrissy
Massive
B.
congratulations. How fantastic to finally have the answers. We hope you're doing really well.
Yes. Abby Gibbs, 35. For my knee, sat in hospital for 4 hours. Forgot I was in hospital because I was on my phone for the whole time.
ADHD nurse specialist. Went to the shop because the kids wanted hot dogs for tea. Bought the hot dogs, lost the hot dogs. 2 days later, and still no sign of them. ADHD nurse specialist, where are the hot dogs?
What happened to the hot dogs? ThriveCoaching.ADHD looked for content inspiration, then realised I'd spent 3 hours doom scrolling.
Hard relate. Red Punk Social. So Red Punk Social is one half of ADHD Peripunks. And I was on a 2-parter
Yes.
of their brand new podcast this year. And you were in the flat at the time and you said it was like your favourite episode you'd
Yes.
ever heard me record.
Yeah, it's really
Favourite
good.
interview. They let me loose. I swore a lot and said a lot, and we just had a really magical time. So if you haven't listened to that episode of ADHD Peripunks, do go and have a listen. I'll put a link in the show notes. And thank you so much to Chrissy and Sarah for having me. So Chrissy says, finally got sleep after a fortnight of the ADHD zoomies and feel like I've only landed back to earth. If you've heard from me over this time, please understand and know I've been off my rocker. P.S. Perimenopause can EAD. Literally praying for menopause at this point. And who does that? EAD.
You know what I think it is, don't you?
Eat a
Donut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eat a donut. Perimenopause can eat a donut. Perimenopause. Yeah. No, I agree.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Can I have to tell the story now?
Oh shit, yeah.
So when I was at school, we had a really lovely maths teacher, and she was a tiny little Geordie lady. She was absolute firecracker. She was hilarious, but we were kind of trouble. It was 4 of us that sat
Not
on.
me, I wasn't there.
You wasn't there.
No.
My friends, 4 of us, we sat on the back row. Not one maths GCSE between us, might I add, but I would like to blame dyscalculia because I did try 3 times to get 3 Ds. But every time she would say something or want us to solve an equation, she would say like 1 + 1 = 2. And then she'd go, agreed. And we'd all go, agreed. Really loud. So that's why you said that.
Well, I only said that because it's something you told me you said once, and now I always say it and I hear the word agreed. Agreed. I was never there. I was in a completely different part of the country to you.
Yeah, a couple of years older.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, probably Robin Quickfit or something.
Good old Mrs. Hoggard.
Good old Mrs. Hoggard.
Right, let's crack on.
VJam sat down to finish making a jacket. I'd started probably about 10 months ago, but made a book.
Tulip Lucas. It's my tulip from Ibiza. I've walked into about 6 door frames this week. Oh, tulip. I very much feel your pain. I've got a massive bruise and a cut on my knee from where I toppled over the other day. Tulip, you should probably get Gillian Goosey to give you a hand. Do you know about Gillian Goosey?
I don't know about Gillian Goosey.
Okay, so Gillian Goosey is a porcelain duck. We nicked it from Dizzy Rascal's after party. From a villa in Ibiza in 2007. And then we took it in turns between us to take it places and take pictures of Gillian Goosey.
Gillian Goosey.
I'll see if I can find any pictures of Gillian Goosey. Anyway, love you, Tulip. Carry on.
Emma the Awkward took the week off to catch up on uni work that's due in 10 days, worked on it for 2 hours and spent the rest of the time doom scrolling, sorting my Christmas decks and basically anything but my uni work. I've got 10 days. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine, Emma. It'll be fine. Godspeed, comrade. EJSX4W. I put my pants on sideways and never realised until 2 hours later. I don't know what that means, but I salute you.
More explanation required. Holly in Tellyland went to Paddington Station to head back to Manchester, ordered a ticket online whilst waiting for £24 worth of Burger King. Indecisive much. No platform showing, spoke to information, trains don't go to Manchester and Paddington. I do this journey a lot.
You just really wanted a Burger King, let's be honest.
And that £24 Burger King, that's probably just a burger, isn't it?
And worth it.
Probably worth it.
Manda Darley 7 got my diagnosis at 54.
Woo!
Massive congrats to you.
Jedi Andy.
That's Andy in Aberdeen. Foo's your dues, Andy.
Foo's your dues. Didn't have the spoons to go shopping, so ordered it online for delivery. When it showed up, they had run out of mashed potatoes, so I was going to have to go to the supermarket myself to stock up on that. Got home from the supermarket and realised I'd bought chocolate coins. Not quite enough for what I needed. Toilet cleaner that I already had plenty of, and absolutely no mashed potato. FML.
Well, at least you got them coins.
Yeah.
ADHD printables. Went to view a new house, but drove to the wrong location 3 times before finding the right place.
Oh, dear. Oh, something rather got a kiss from the rose on the face. This is Singing for Seals. Oh, seal plural. So, right, not seal. Seals. Singing for Seals, the animal. Went to the opticians to get new glasses, but it didn't occur to me that I needed to bring the prescription. I don't know what I thought they were going to do, guess or something.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, do you need whatever glasses these are?
a kiss from a rose on the face.
On the face.
Hayley De Niro therapy. Hayley De Niro. Sorry. Hyper-focused on editing a post on Canva for 4 hours. Didn't eat, drink, and missed taking. I was going to say making my tits.
I miss making my bed.
I missed taking my meds, only to decide it was rubbish and deleted it. Oh my God.
Oh,
I
dear.
dread to think how many hours I put into Canva.
Yeah, yeah.
And likewise, abandoned project. Very much feel your pain, Hayley.
Yeah. Becky Clumsy Priest, not sorting my email before it got deleted. Only 20,000 emails all gone.
Oh, well.
It's a lot.
You wouldn't have remembered them anyway.
To be
That's
honest,
the way I think about it. I've done that with some really important things in the past, and then you're just like, well...
no one cares.
Well, no, but you wouldn't remember, like, what you're holding on to.
Yeah, I suppose, actually, yeah, if it's stuffy. But no, it's fine. You'll be fine.
It's
It will
fine.
come back to you if it needs
But
to.
very frustrating. We feel
But
your
yes,
pain.
absolutely.
Broken and brilliant. Forgot my wallet twice
Oh.
when grocery shopping. I also forgot why I entered the attic yesterday. I was picking something up, but still can't remember what.
Oh,
Ooh.
treasure.
Actually, I do have to tell you this because it's quite funny. I won't tell you the whole story because we'd be here all night. But basically, because, okay, no, I better backtrack because I've done that thing where I think I've said my thought out loud and I actually haven't. I've just thought it.
Yeah.
That made me think of Hereditary, the film, going up into the attic.
Yeah.
And then I remembered that once I kept thinking that I was getting possessed by a ghost because I kept walking up the stairs and going into the wrong room.
That, yeah.
But actually, I just had ADHD.
Yeah. You kept going to the wrong room. You thought it was a ghost.
Yeah, like
Really
for
telling
some
me,
reason that I was like being drawn to this room and just like getting to one particular stair and then just mystically zoning out and walking off into this room, into the wrong room. And oh my God, why my head? No, it's just ADHD.
Yeah, yeah.
But I did tell that story for about 10 years before I knew.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember you telling me. I was like, oh, right. Ooh. Ghosts.
Shut up, you've seen a ghost.
I've seen loads of ghosts. I am a ghost.
You're a dickhead.
Beauty school dropouts, UK. Yeah, I'm in that club.
What's gotten into you today? It's because Boxing Day.
Boxing Day. No, I never went to beauty school. I tried to cancel British Gas via their web chat. Forgot what I was doing 5 times. Still with British Gas. Yeah. You're not a British Gas dropout.
Lil Muldoon. A gig I wanted to go to sold out of standing tickets months ago. Seating was available, but I didn't want to sit. I want to jump about. Had a glitch and bought 2 seating tickets when I thought I was getting standing. Too excited / impulsive. Ended up buying 2 crappy seating tickets. If I had planned to buy seats, I would have had better options of seats. So I messed up big time. Decided I didn't want to go and sit, so wasted 120 quid on tickets.
Oh, no.
Boo.
John Hill.
Hey.
Got to work and was about to start a full head of highlights on a client and realised I'd lost my pintail comb. Nightmare. Searched everywhere, couldn't find it, panicked. Ordered 2 more with next day delivery. Confirmed the order, reached into my apron pocket, the apron I was wearing at the time, only to find my pintail comb. Yup, it was where I keep it the entire time. Yeah, apparently it's the only place I don't think to look. At least I've got spares now. Yes, everyone needs...
Yeah, the place where you always keep it.
2 to 3 pintail combs.
Maz Poke. Thought I'd lost my Christmas tree, but after 10 minutes of genuinely not knowing where it was, I had the realisation that I'd thrown it up the end of the garden. Sorry. I'd thrown it up the end of the garden last year, was meant to take it to the dump. So last night consisted of running around headless to buy a new tree so my daughter wasn't disappointed. I hope you got one.
Banana Morana found ADHD AF about 2 years ago and listened to you day and night for months till eventually just stopping. Because I'm ADHD, I had to listen in chronological order, and since jumping back onto the podcast, Hyperfocus, I'm happy to report I'm now only 2 years behind.
Bless you, lovely. It's it's a hell of a thing. The novelty element of ADHD is one of the most frustrating and cruelest. and I'm completely susceptible to it as well. It's very, very frustrating, but it's very, very, very frustrating because now we have charity events and support groups to announce, and yeah, it just makes me a bit sad because it's like, if people are listening in chronological order and they're 100 and something episode behind, as much as they are getting the support from the information within the episode, they could actually be getting real life support if they were listening right now. So I'm working really hard on trying to figure out what to do, but I think for the new year I will figure out a way to at least get advertisement for the charity within all of the backdated episodes, just so that anybody who does pick it up from the start and wants to listen chronologically, it's really, it's really, really difficult because of course you have people that have to go through everything of like us being a duo and then Dawn leaving and everything else, and you have to keep going through it. It's like, yeah, but don't worry about that, because right here, right now, we've got all of these amazing support groups happening in real life, and there's a happy ending to it all. Come along for the ride. But unfortunately, Banana Morana won't hear this for another 2 years.
2 years, yeah. I'm glad you raised that point because
well,
I hope you enjoyed the rest of the episodes, Banana Morana. You never know, you may have future posts that we read out on this, so you might have a whole backlog of stuff that you've said that we've read out. Yeah, you will, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Happy Boxing Day,
Happy
2028.
2027.
Ancient ADHD. Left my handbag in 2 separate public places in the same day. Forgot my colleague's name while sitting next to her and having said it only a moment before. Yeah. I also think that's a pressure thing as well, though.
Yeah.
You think for a second in the moment, you're like, oh my God, but what if I can't remember? Oh my God, now I can't remember.
Yeah.
I think with
Yeah,
names.
no, definitely.
And I'm like, you two met.
Yeah.
And then sit back and hope that they say their names again.
Yeah. M. Lou C. Woke up to a reminder on my phone screen that read, "You are dumb." Either Siri has become my inner critic, externalized, or it misheard a spoken instruction to set a reminder for something this morning. Of course, I had no idea what the reminder was meant to be. It did make me laugh, though. It was very, very good.
I've got a lot of alarms that say stupid shit.
Yeah, you are.
I had one that went off in like July that said Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And I think what happens is you go to set the reminder of something else, but another thought pushes that one off the cliff.
Yeah.
And so you think you're actioning the thing that you came there to action, but the other thought just
popped in.
You are not dumb. But
no,
that
you're
is
not.
Hilarious. PXXX 2013. Go to bed early to write my Christmas cards. Set myself up. Lecky blanket on.
Lovely.
Oh, I love a lecky blanket. We don't ever really have one because you're so hot. You just radiate heat.
That's right, ladies. Smoking hot all the time, uncomfortably hot. Not even nice, just always hot. Sometimes it's like, oh, that's nice for a minute, but oh, piss off.
Anyway, lecky blank on, card stamps, no pen. Didn't want to get cold getting out of bed for said pen, so cocooned myself and fell asleep. Woke up 2 hours later, sprung into action, found a pen, but brain wasn't giving Christmas greetings at all. Well, I'm not surprised, you've only just woken up. Wrote in my journal, then returned to writing cards with more success. However, can't remember half the addresses or names of children, etc. Checks phone for contacts. Of course, my battery's dead. It's 1:30 in the morning, for fuck's sake. Bless you. I hope you got there in the end. I'm going to tell you right now, obviously it isn't really Boxing Day with us right now. We are in the past and I haven't sent any cards yet, and I've been meaning to do it for about 10 days at least.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
I've sent mine.
Yes, you have.
From us.
From us.
Not just from me. Like, I've sent everyone that you're going to send a card just from me. Get them out there before you did. Hey, guys. Merry Christmas just from me. Becky Kvitz again. 3 months of neglected housework done in 6 hours.
That's
Boom.
a win. That is a win.
Yeah.
EJSX. I decided.
Who do we appreciate? Go on. All right.
I decided instead of doing the one thing I've been putting off for a month, that today, with the first free time I've had in weeks, now would be a great time to try my hand at bread making and brewing a new batch of kombucha.
Oh, kombucha.
I am in Sainsbury's buying strong white bread flour as I type.
Oh.
Why not? Why not? Your use of free will.
Quite like kombucha.
Do you know what? I still have never tried it.
You've got something
I
there.
know you brought me a bottle today.
Ah.
I just haven't got there yet.
Get on it.
Okay.
You'll love it. You might hate it, but you won't. You'll love it. Kombucha. Runny SVH wrecked another pair of pajamas because I decided to scrub the bath with bleach at 11 p.m. and, of course, didn't bother to change clothes beforehand. Oh, God.
I do feel like we've had one similar to that before. Was it you getting bleach on your pajamas doing something with the bathtub? I'm sorry. You've really got to stop doing that.
Yeah.
If you can. Buy an apron.
Yeah.
Abby_gives forgot mine and my twin's birthday.
Until everyone
texts me happy birthday. I forget people's birthdays all the time, but it's quite something when it's shared with your own. Happy birthday to you and your twin.
Yes.
To you and your kin.
Twin. We wish you a merry birthday and a happy new year.
Kissed by a rose on the face.
Kissed by a... Oh. I could do a Ruth singing. Oh, I've been kissed by a rose on the face.
Ruth, I'm sorry. Can you give it any context?
No.
Right, come on, this is ridiculous. Is anybody still listening to this podcast? I'm sorry.
Bit of baking and chaos. Got scammed only for a small amount, under £10, but such an ADHD trap. Also cancelled all my cards in case anyone was worried. Oh my God.
I'm
so
sorry
about that.
to hear
That's
that.
rubbish.
It is really common, and somebody close to me got scammed for quite a lot of money this year. Absolute scumbags about. So be vigilant and just really sorry.
Yes.
And if you do get scammed, it is not your fault.
No.
It is absolutely theirs.
Yeah.
Oh, this is me. Lost my hard drive for 10 days, had a meltdown to my therapist. It was really bad because I really needed it. I had to get an episode up. This was before I got a new laptop. Everything was just chaos. And I didn't have the space on my computer to edit the episode. I was going backwards and forwards, and I just lost this external hard drive that Bigger got me for Christmas last year. And it's one of the only precious things that I have is like a microphone, a computer, this hard drive. Like, it's what I need to do this job. And I was so upset that I had a therapy session. She came on, she was like, so how are you doing this week? And I was like, oh, I'm okay. I've kind of misplaced this thing. And honest to God, I cried like the worst I've ever cried in my life. Like, I actually couldn't get the words out, you know, like a child, just like, I'm so sorry. Basically, it was in the sofa.
Yeah, it was under the sofa.
It was under the sofa, but it was my most ADHD thing because it was just the level of upset that I was and it's not just the emotional dysregulation, it's the historical stuff. I absolutely, in that moment, was just so filled with self-loathing and shame. It's all of the old stuff like, this is why you can't have nice things because you've got a lifetime of losing things, of breaking things, of dropping things, misplacing stuff. And so you have all of this shame. And I have, you know, I am really careful with certain things. And the fact that I'd lost it, I was just like, see, this is why you can't have nice things. And I was really upset. Yeah.
Just there. It literally was there. Jedi Andy managed to forget to take my ADHD meds, you know, the highly addictive controlled ones.
So addictive.
Yeah, for 4 days in a row. Bloody hell, 4 days of straight up raw dog in my leaky brain and chaos demon demeanour. Only realised when I opened up the pill organiser on Saturday that only Monday's meds missing. Had to check the date on 3 separate devices to figure out what was going on.
Oh, I hope you figured it out.
Yeah.
Dynamite laser beam. It's our Kirsty in Oxford. Thinking me and my mate were going to a gig tonight, then realising this morning that it is next year. I've got times and dates wrong before, but the year is just silly. So these are Facebook.
By the time Banana Morana listens to this, you will have been to the gig. Please keep that in. And please keep that bit in that I asked you to keep in, but not that bit. Kelly Marie Bradley. I locked myself out of my flat and had a Yale lock on the back. On the back of my door is a massive sign I made saying keys, and I still left without them.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. Object impermanence will get you every time. Every time.
Sponsored by Yale, apparently.
Kim Pierpoint, keep washing my face in moisturiser instead of cleanser, which makes it an expensive face wash.
But
Boo.
supple. Very supple face, Kim.
She has got very good skin, hasn't
Great
she?
skin.
Keep using it, Kim.
Yeah.
It's working.
Gemma Clack went on holiday with my other half, kid-free, and we parked up at a park and ride car park. I put the ticket for my car in a safe place and showed my boyfriend too. Fast track to arriving home. I look in all my safe places, purse, zip pockets in my bag, no ticket. Empty my purse and bag, still no ticket. Neither of us could remember which safe place it was in, and a helpful lady overheard us and said, "Oh no, they would charge you almost as much as the parking for losing it." And then my boyfriend accidentally tipped all the change from my purse all over the floor in his bid to help, which sent me over the edge.
Aww.
I had a cry and mentally beat myself up for the following 20 minutes, only to find when we got back to the car park, explained we couldn't find the ticket. They just asked the booking details and his ID, and that was it. All the stress for nothing.
Bless you.
There we go.
Kelly Marie Bradley, I was washing up and had a white plate in my hand, and then I couldn't find it. Was looking for 10 minutes, decided to wash the last little bits and found it. Guess where? In the sink.
In the sink. It's on your head. Rachel Saxby, after finally going to the optometrist and then finally picking them up.
Sorry. I was thinking about the whatever it was station.
Oh, the regulation station.
It's at the regulation station.
Oh, the white plates in the regulation station. Quick, that's why she's got the whistle. Somebody put a white plate in my regulation. This is not regulation. Rachel Saxby, after finally going to the optometrist and then finally picking them up, I assume you mean glasses, 2 pairs, because I know I'm going to lose them. Good, but they're not cheap, are they? The only glasses I could find were 4 pairs of $4 cheap shop pairs. Well,
Ew.
no, that's not good, is it?
Zara Louise, got my car key out of my bag so I wouldn't have to stand in the pouring rain getting soaked trying to find it. Got my boots on and went out to the car only to realise after getting soaked trying to find it in my bag that I'd left my car key on the sofa.
Oh dear.
Boo.
Leanne Hyde. If I was in charge of our holiday, we would have gone to the airport 12 hours earlier than necessary. I was also looking for the wrong seat number even after I was corrected, and had RSD when I was chosen for a drug swab and a pat down with luggage before boarding our flight.
Honest to God, as soon as I'm going through that little bit when anybody is swabbing anything, I'm going through the x-ray thing and the bags are going through, like, I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
And I have nothing on me. There is no reason for anything to be suspicious or for me to be arrested, but I am going to jail.
Yeah.
And I find it so incredibly stressful. So when that little white swab thing comes out and they go around your bag, I'm literally beside myself. There's no rationale to it because you're just thinking, well, somebody could have put something in my bag. What if something, do you know what I mean?
What if I accidentally handled some plastic explosive this morning with my Kellogg cornflakes? I don't even eat cornflakes.
And they're not paying us.
And they're not paying us.
Nobody is.
No one's paying us. Anyone? Yeah, I hate the pat down. I hate the searching.
Yeah.
I hate feeling like you've done something when you definitely haven't done anything.
Interestingly, I've actually forgotten what I was going to say.
Can't be that interesting.
Interestingly, one of the most popular posts I'd ever put on, so I can't remember if it was on social media or if it was on the podcast itself, but way back was when I was a child, I used to think every time I heard a siren, I was going to get arrested. And the feedback was insane.
Yeah.
And that is it, is that dysregulated nervous system. We're sort of built with this, and I'm generalizing, so many of us are built with this intrinsic anxiety from the minute, inherent anxiety from the moment we open our eyes that we're in threat, we're in danger. So plus you sort of add to that all the things we're getting wrong and not realizing, you're constantly feeling a bit like you've got a guilty conscience and like you're going to get caught out. You're in trouble. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Gemma Clack made a lovely slow cooker dinner from a recipe I found online for the second time this week. The first attempt was a bit hit and miss, and on making it this time round, I realised why. The recipe had said 1 slice of lemon. I had put a whole lemon in last time.
Wow.
Details,
Yeah.
hey?
Well, what you made of lemons? Zara Louise got totally hyperfixated on making creepy horror dolls, and within a day I bought 10 dolls off Vinted and a bunch of other stuff to make them creepy. I totally emptied my ADHD fixation bank account, and now I'm going to have to sell all my stained glass equipment to make space for my new hyperfixation and to refill my account ready for the next hyperfixation.
Can I just say,
Yep.
I think it's really fantastic that you are a multi-hobbyist, Sarah Louise, like so many of us are. However, I absolutely salute you for being able to manage a hyperfixation bank account. I can't even handle my
No.
actual bank account,
Yeah.
and you have a bank account that you are filling up
Oh, I'm
to pay
assuming
for your
filling it
hyperfixations.
up with things you're making and then selling potentially, which is even more
Well,
impressive.
that would be a business rather than a hobby.
No, I make all kinds of things and sell them. I don't.
No, you
But no,
don't.
that's incredible.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I can barely make myself
Toast.
toast or get up in the morning,
No,
let
that's
alone
not
stained.
true. That's not true.
No, I can.
You would be really good at stained glass, actually. You love a bit of Warhammer.
No,
Little
no.
nerdy little painting of a thing.
No, I think no.
Stop trying to act cool. You love Warhammer.
No, I don't love Warhammer.
He loves Warhammer.
No, I was thinking of stained glass and tiling because you cut in the glass like you would tiles and you're kind of grouting with lead. I would like it.
You would love it.
Yeah.
Well,
But you can take the
if
weird,
you've
creepy
still got
dolls
it,
though.
Sarah Louise,
Not interested.
I've got somebody who might get into
No,
the
we
stained
don't
glass.
want stained glass in here. We've got no room for hobbies. No room for
Loads of
activities.
room for activity.
There is now the tables here.
FIFA. Most ADHD thing I've done this week. I was hyper-focusing, putting up the Halloween decorations with the children. I climbed up high to hang some bunting, got down, stepped back, completely forgetting about my grammar. Sorry, that's from the witches. Wooden clothes horse went flying. I'll say that again. Completely forgetting about my grandma's wooden clothes horse went flying, broke one of the wooden arms, and I'm black and blue today. But the decorations look great.
Dear.
Oh, bless you. Worth it. But be safe. Don't try that at home.
Yes. Julie Shanessa lost my hearing aids.
Oh,
Oh,
hard
dear.
to relate.
Yeah.
I had hearing aids for a couple of years and I lost them for quite a while and I felt really guilty about it. And then I eventually found them and my cat had pissed on them.
Oh.
And so that was that. And I felt too guilty to ask for any more. So now I don't wear hearing aids. Christine Routley found an underwear set I love, so impulsively bought 8 matching sets with matching socks. Guess that's me skin for the rest of my rest of my life.
The rest of my life. That's it.
Sorry, rest of the month. Sorry, Chrissy. Chrissy's a friend. Chrissy does the poi.
Oh, yeah.
Circus Chrissy.
Yeah.
And now she's got amazing underwear and socks galore.
Kelly Marie Bradley, my sink keeps getting blocked. So I was going to wash my pots and decided to take the pipe bit off that goes from the sink to the pipes. And I started cleaning it and realised water was going everywhere because the bit that stopped the water was in my hand. Silly me. I really wanted to wash the pots.
Kerry Violet, my salt lamp wasn't turning on. I figured the bulb had gone. Spent 2 nights in the dark while I got round to looking for bulbs. Couldn't find bulbs. Ordered more bulbs. Bulbs arrived. 2 more dark days of procrastination before I put a new bulb in. Still didn't turn on. Turns out after 8 days of darkness, I had unplugged it.
Annie Kemsley, I couldn't find my phone. I knew it was in the car with me as was connected to my Apple CarPlay. I needed it as where I was parking required a QR code. I tried using Siri to call myself. Great idea, right? No, it called my Auntie Annie in England, where it's 3 a.m. in the morning. When I got to the car park, I was so grateful no one was behind me. The anxiety. I searched my car top to bottom. Turns out it was on my seat and I'd been sitting on it.
Jane Stevens, I got in the car, put down my things and put on my seatbelt, but I couldn't find my keys. Searched every pocket in my clothes, both bags, coat and door pocket twice each. And as I opened the car door to look indoors to the car, the car beeped at me because the keys were in the ignition. What the fuck?
Zara Louise reported to the water company that I had a low water pressure without checking all the taps in my house. After checking with a neighbour and another friend in my village who didn't seem to have a problem, I checked my upstairs taps. Turns out the spray attachment on my kitchen tap had come slightly loose. I didn't answer the phone when the water company called me back the next day and didn't call them back to explain because I was too embarrassed. Yeah.
Getting
okay.
really badly. I thought I ran out of gas as I jumped in the shower and it was freezing, so I jumped straight out. Got gas today. Turns out I just hadn't turned the hot water off without I turned the hot water off without realising.
Yeah. Faye Banwell Wood went to the post office counter to post back the black taffeta cape of a 7-foot drag queen called Venus after a work event. I present the parcel to the lady behind the counter and she says, "Where's the label?" Stroppy voice on, I reply, "I want to post it. It's not a return, so there is no label." To which she replies, "But where is it going?" 5 seconds of total confusion before I realise I have written absolutely nothing in the parcel, and I was so proud of myself for being organised enough to go to the post office after 3 weeks of looking at this ball of fabric on my dining table. "Oh, they didn't send me a label," I stutter. I'll be back as I shuffled away thinking, what the actual fuck.
Gemma Clack. When eating dinner that my partner lovingly prepared, I told him I could really hear and feel the fresh ginger he had used in it. I obviously meant smell and taste.
I can hear and feel that ginger. Sarah Jane Stevens. I searched for the car keys that had been in my hand only a few seconds
I think you
before.
said that in a right enough accent.
Oh, I have, haven't I? I searched the car keys
Been in my
that had
hand.
been in my hand only a few seconds before.
They've been in your hand.
Had been in my hair. Every pocket of my coat, my gilet and trousers I was wearing. That's all right. Every room I had just been in. Instead, I grabbed my spares and sat uncomfortably in the car, remembering I was wearing a new hoodie that had a kangaroo pocket. A kangaroo pocket with my car key.
Stop it! Sorry, Sarah Jane Stevens. Sarah Jane Stevens is not from Norfolk.
She's not.
But we met in Norfolk and we're allowed to take.
I lived in Norfolk many, many years and
sometimes
can slip into a twang.
And whenever you take the piss out of me, you basically say what I've said in a Norfolk accent.
Or / Bristol. I can't quite get it right. I always go east then west. I go too far.
Yeah. Right. Sorry, Sarah Jane Stevens. Back we go. Not to Norfolk. Try again.
Right. Sarah Jane Stevens. I searched for the car keys.
I was really hoping you'd read it in a different accent.
I searched for the car keys that had been in my hand only a few seconds before. Every pocket of my coat, gilet and trousers I was wearing. Every room I'd just been in. Instead, I grabbed my spares and sat uncomfortably in the car, remembering I was wearing a new hoodie and that... That's bad, isn't it?
I'm really sorry to the Welsh listeners.
I think let's just delete all of these. Don't put any accents in because...
I think you're allowed to be extra ridiculous on Boxing Day.
Okay. Sarah Jane Stevens.
We will get there, Sarah. I'm so sorry. Right.
I searched for the car keys that had been in my hand only a few seconds before. Every pocket of my coat, gilet and trousers I was wearing. Every room I had just been in. Instead, I grabbed my spares and sat uncomfortably in the car, remembering I was wearing a new hoodie that had a kangaroo pocket with my car keys in. This wouldn't be odd if it didn't happen almost every time I tried to leave the house. Eat that, CBT.
Oh, the frustration, Sarah. We're really sorry that we are so juvenile. But that is really, really frustrating and I very much feel your pain. Faye Lewis, reordered the same present because I completely forgot I'd ordered it. Yes.
Yeah. Zara Louise, I've just finished knitting a pair of leg warmers that I started nearly 2 years ago. I don't even know if the person that requested them still wants them.
Well...
Yes, I do. I still want them.
Furious.
I am fuming. Can you believe that? My legs are freezing right now.
What kind of leg warmers did you ask Sarah for?
Light grey. It's a light grey. A light grey.
Yeah, Sarah, if you could get him them. Although I can't speak. As we all know, anyone who came to the Too Much tour, it once took me 3.5 years to do a hat.
Yes, it did.
So... is what it is. Godspeed, Sarah. Vanny Anderson, I was too impatient to do more than one trip, bringing the groceries in from the car. Thought I could carry everything in one go. Always. I couldn't. Now I've got a torn tendon in my hand and I'm not meant to use it for 2 weeks. Oh no! But I've got 25 Christmas cards to finish making and writing, Christmas presents to buy and wrap, and there's 11 days until Christmas, FML. Oh, Ranny, I really hope you had a lovely Christmas. That is a cautionary tale.
Yes.
Because I always do that. I always just be like, nah, let's just do it in one and take
yeah,
all the things. Yeah. Bless you. These are from the Patreon community Discord, so we will keep the names anonymous.
So the first one is, put my health tracker watch on this morning, hadn't turned it on and didn't notice for over 3 hours.
Just gorilla glued my eyebrows.
Gorilla glued my eyebrows. Oh my God. That's good
No
glue.
context.
Strong glue.
Not a good idea. Don't do it. Hope you're okay.
Came for a lovely, relaxing swim before work. Go in the car park and remembered swim costume is in the washing machine.
Just recently, I've been catching up with some of the podcasts while I've been catching up with the work admin, as it's nice to feel Laura and Big chatting to me, hello darling, through the headphones
Hello.
while I'm pootling about. Anyway,
Good.
there I was.
Your pootling's really good. I'm really proud of your pootle.
Anyway, there I was, listening to the most ADHD things and chuckling along to someone's story, being amused that they crochet too, and I like listening to their story. Our Laura must have got about halfway through the anecdote where I realised I was empathising with my own story that I had typed a couple of months or so earlier. Felt like a right numpty, so there we have it. I have now managed to get 2 ADHD moments out of the same happening, and I'm telling you right now, I really hope that this is a third.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Oh my God, this person sounds like me.
I did that.
I did that. Oh, what? Oh my God, long big.
In all seriousness, thank you and enjoy your pootling.
A small fire at work. Goodness me. Dishwasher was alight. Put it out with an extinguisher. Heart rate didn't even change. I'm the ADHD stereotype of being good in a crisis. Yeah.
And that's the thing, right? It's not everybody is. And that's why it's really important to make sure that we don't say ADHD looks like this.
Yes.
But we are both the kind of ADHD that's good in a crisis.
Yeah.
So I will tell the story. I don't think I've ever told it on the podcast before.
Oh.
So.
Oh, it's an exclusive.
Well, no, I'm just saying I don't think I have, as in not to bore people. Can't remember what year it was. Several years ago, we were in Thailand. I used to live in Thailand, so I'm very blasé about things. I'm quite a cautious person generally, but in Thailand, it's a bit like, well, it's Thailand, different rules apply, it's fine. So we're on this boat trip for the day and we're getting a boat back. In Thailand, obviously, they have these long-tail boats. And we're just about to go on to the next long-tail boat and the captain's like, no, get on this one, it's fine. And it really wasn't fine. Like, it was completely overcrowded. And I genuinely saw the captain swing from a bottle of whiskey before he was about to take us. But in my head, I'm like, it's all right. And again, some ADHDers have a low perception of risk. Anyway, we get on this boat. We're not small people. You're 6'8", I'm 5'8". We weigh a fair bit between us. And we're going along, but it's not a far distance, right? And it is a patch of water that I know really well. I've dived in it loads and loads of times. Anyway, as we're going along and this man is going far too fast, and I'm just like, oh, it's all right. We'll be on the shore in a minute. I've done this trip a million times. We just crash head first into a stationary boat.
Yeah.
Like, we're getting closer and closer and closer. I'm like, he's going to turn in a minute, right? We crash straight into the boat. Our boat basically lifts up in the air, like the bow of the boat goes straight up in the air and just sinks right in front of us. And it's full boat. How many people do you think?
20 people?
About 20 people, yeah. And it sinks. And as it's going down, we sort of look at each other like, okay, this is happening. And then the boat sank and then we were all in the water. I somehow managed to grab both of my flip-flops and hook them into my bag. I lost nothing.
Yeah.
We both there in the water, like, right, here we go. Well, there's a boat there. Let's go to the line. It's me and you.
Yeah.
Rounding people up to get them on this boat.
Yeah,
and we got them all on the boat.
We were pretty cool. Everyone else was pretty annoyed and freaked out. But...
yeah. One of them was crying. We're like, it's fine. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Like, who put us in charge of it?
No.
It just happened.
Yeah.
So some ADHDers are good in a crisis. And it's very interesting because that's why they say in some professions, you often see a lot of people with ADHD, for example, paramedics or in the military. It's that mixture of being good in a crisis, low risk perception, the adrenaline making you focus, hyper focus in the moment.
Yeah.
putting others before yourself, etc. But again, those are all stereotypes. That's not across the board.
I just like the blue uniform.
Anyway, we digress. Just popped into my local post office, first day driving, but hand still sore from operation. Returned to my car, but I could not operate the key fob properly with my left hand, and it would not work with my right one either. Kept trying to open it and realised the window was slightly down, so popped my hand in and tried to grasp the door handle. A man turned up and said, "Can I help you?" he said. "Not unless you have skinnier arms than I have," I replied. With that, he clicked his key fob and the lock released. Really confused, I looked at him and said, "What the fuck? How did you do that?" He said, "Well, it is my bloody car." Mine was 2 cars down.
Brilliant. That's amazing. Yeah.
Literally caught breaking in someone else's car.
Yeah. When I was on a coaching session, I was explaining that I fall over regularly as I'm hypermobile. I said that the bone between my foot and my leg is bendy, pointing because I couldn't remember the name of my ankle. My coach said, "Aren't you trained to be a nurse?"
Went online to pay for 6 months car tax, was unable to as my MOT ran out 3 days ago.
Oh, don't get me started on MOTs. I had a car accident on my renewal day 2 years ago. Went to claim only to be told that I had not renewed my car insurance, so I've been driving for a full year uninsured. Oh my God.
I had my first psychodynamic therapy session this week. At the end, the therapist guy said he liked to have a couple of minutes quiet at the end of each session for me to reflect or whatever. Nope. I couldn't do it. The quiet was too loud and I had to tell him about all of the randomness that was going through my head at that exact moment. "Oh, is that an iris? It's pretty. Is that a smaller one over there? That coving is nice."
Oh dear.
I relate. Silence is deafening.
I had to get a new tyre for my bike this week, managed to finally get one. I was very proud of the fact that I managed to get the back wheel off myself, change the tyre and get it back on the bike, winning so far. Now, time to inflate said tyre. For context, I haven't gone to tubeless tyres yet, so I still have an inner tube. So there I am, smugly inflating my tyre before going out for a ride. I don't need to double check the inflation pressures because I have got this. Unfortunately, as I hadn't checked the correct pressure, I kept pumping away, right up to the point that the inner tube exploded. Oh no, scared the crap out of me, I bet it did. Injured right beside my eye slightly and caused temporary deafness and severe tinnitus in my left ear for about an hour. I inflated it to the pressure that my road bike should be, not my gravel bike, which is the bike I was trying to sort. And this is about 2 bar less than the road bike, which is a significant difference. I'm just glad my cat was out at the time because I genuinely think it may have caused him to have a heart attack.
Oh,
Yeah, wow.
bless. I did read on and she said that her ears got better. So
Good.
thank goodness for
Yes.
that. Actively procrastinating by cleaning my silver necklace instead of starting work. I polished it, buffed it, and then washed it, remembering to put the plug in the sink before putting the necklace in. I didn't remember to take it out before I popped the plug up, though, did I? I've just lost my favourite chain down the bathroom sink and can't reach the pipe at the back to see if it's been caught in the U-bend without pulling the pedestal away from the tiles and floor. Why am I like this? We know why. It's not your fault. You are not alone. I hope you get it someday.
Yeah.
Or perhaps you could get the guy with the skinny arms.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no, he just had a fob, didn't he?
I booked, and as the delivery was in a bit of a rush, so I went into my favourites and clicked on the essentials, went to a shop for the rest. My essentials were 5 times 4 litres of milk, 12 eggs, 4 Heinz beans, 2 loaves of bread, multi-pack of crisps, more sugar-free stimulation drink than is good for me, chocolate biscuits, chocolate bars, chocolate cake, and more chocolate and vodka alcohol pops. Somehow I managed to add this list 3 times. I received 15 bottles of milk, 36 eggs, 6 loaves of bread, 12 cans of baked beans, a trolley load of chocolate products, 36 packets of crisps already salted, and 30 bottles of alcohol pops. They substituted my sugar-free stimulation drink for a sugar version. I was not around when it's delivered, and my husband accepted it all.
Party round yours then.
Yeah. Got any milk?
I'm currently sat in a public loo, having been here for an hour on my second bottle of water, trying to flush through a UTI brought on for the second time this week by not going to the loo until I was more than desperate. Oh, my love. Apparently, I can't even learn my lesson less than 48 hours since the last time I triggered this pain. I should be running over the cliff tops right now after a lovely morning spent getting some work done by the beach. Instead, I'm sitting under an electric light in pain, afraid that someone is going to break the door in because I've been sat here too long. The self-sabotage shame is real. Oof, it's really no joke that. Being hyper-focused or just being stuck the many reasons, not getting the cues, the interoception, everything else, forgetting to go to the loo is a really, really painful thing. So sorry. But there's no shame in it.
Was at work and saw some little sweets in a bag. Staff often bring in sweets. Ate a bit, thought it was horrid. Was told later in my shift they were dog treats.
You like that one? This morning I logged into Zoom for accountability squads, became discombobulated as I was an hour late with the group explaining the clocks had gone back. At first I presumed I'd forgotten, but something in my brain told me that was not correct. I had altered the clocks. I remember doing it. As I went around to fix my clocks and watches, I realised I had put some forward, some back, and others I'd done sod all to.
I just bought a 12.7 kilogram bag of cat litter. My cat is an outdoor cat. And he changes it probably only about 3 times a year because he doesn't use it. I've also known to keep a massive bag of litter.
Spent all day Tuesday freaking myself out about going to see Bastille and having several mad anxiety attacks, crying fits, etc. Oh, bless you. Listed my ticket for resale for, 3 hours before panicking again and taking it off. Went to the gig, had a fucking amazing time, yes. They are stunning live. Was asked by a friend the next day how it was. How what was? Having completely forgotten I'd even been.
No. I'm 11 days into this placement. How many times have I managed to take the correct route? 2.
Went for an appointment with my coach, 40 minutes on train. Sat in the waiting room, messaged I was there. She said she was trying to admit me. It was Zoom, not face to face.
I got a text from my bank last week saying there wasn't enough money in my account to cover the £15,000 payment due later that day and top up my account. The text looked legit as it was from the same sender as all my other texts from nationwide. I was abroad on a family holiday and panicked myself and everyone else thinking I'd been scammed or had used my bank card on a dodgy machine. The only other option was I had accidentally spent £15,000. I definitely don't have on something I'd forgotten about. I eventually got through to Nationwide on the phone, and the lovely customer support worker was equally as baffled. He said it was a legit text, but he couldn't see why it had been sent. After going through lots of questions and unpicking, it dawned on me earlier in the month I had updated my standing order into my family's joint account to £1,500, and it was due to be taken from my personal account that day because it was the payment date and no changes can be made on the day. The standing order wasn't showing on my scheduled payments list. So yes, I accidentally set up a standing order for £15,000 per month, thankfully to myself. And it was very much a failed payment, thankfully with no penalty. At least I gave the nice man from the bank a good laugh.
Yes,
oh dear.
Very much hard relate to that. I genuinely cannot quantify numbers. So when I'm looking at a number like 15,000, 1,500, I don't know what it says. I have to really sit for a long time and look at how many zeros, like 150,000, 15,000. Like, obviously, I could see what 150 is and I could quantify that in my mind. But when you add that one extra zero, it just doesn't sit right in my head. And I have to keep going back and second guessing myself. So thankfully, I've stopped monitoring numbers of the podcast because for many years there, I was very confused all the time about whether I was in the hundreds or the thousands or the hundred thousands. Yeah. So yeah, it's a real struggle, but very glad that you didn't accidentally lose 15 grand. So go on then, tell me your most ADHD thing. It can be of this week, of this year.
I've forgotten.
That's a very standard response and very valid. What's your most ADHD thing? However, I would quite like to share one about you. So the first Sunday in December, I had first annual Extra AF Xmas extravaganza, which was a totally ridiculous, too-muchness Christmas party at a venue that literally looks like the contents of my brain. So Little Nan's in Deptford, it is the most too much place I've ever seen. Leopard print absolutely everywhere, more fairy lights than you can even imagine, and to top it all off, it is filled with 90s memorabilia and lots of EastEnders nods. So naturally, as a Cat Slater Sonia hybrid, I had to have my party there. It was absolutely everything I hoped and more. It was great, wasn't it?
It was brilliant.
And we raised over £600 for ADHDAF Plus charity, which is going towards funding the monthly in-person peer support groups to connect and empower ADHD adults of marginalised genders in Scotland, England, and very soon to be Wales, too, if the people of Wales aren't burning effigies of us in the street after
yes,
that impression. Now, at the party, alongside getting gifted a gorgeous Katie France London leopard print laptop bag, which I love, everyone also wrote personal messages in this ADHDAF Emporium
Yes.
leopard print is a neutral notebook. And your message, I believe, is a perfect example of impulsivity. I would love you to read yours aloud if you'd be so kind.
Dear my beautiful wife, I was asked if I had written in your book, and I said no. I had not written in your book. Everyone gasped. 3 adults cried. The phone rang. It was Barack Obama. He thanked me for everything I had done for the development of neuroscience and humanity. We laughed and kissed. Then we had a cigar, and he said you were great and that it was good we got married. Love, Big.
Thank you.
Which, there you go. That's what I wrote. Yeah.
Barack Obama,
Barack
everybody.
Obama, everybody. Close friend of mine. So, yes. So, what are your most ADHD things then?
Actually got 2. What also makes them of the year is that they actually happened in July and August, so they should have been in the last Most ADHD Thing episode, but I actually forgot to say them. I went on tour with Lou in Newland, and Steph and I were at the first night of her self-love camp. And so there are lots of different people speaking. I was doing bingo at the event. We had the Emporium there, but there are all these people that I've never met before. So a bit like, you know, the legendary Leopard Print Army. Lou has her followers. I'd never met them before. And then all the amazing people that she works with, which I'm now very lucky to know and be part of that crew. Obviously, I wanted to make a good impression, and I wasn't feeling very confident. I'll come back to that in a bit. This woman comes over to the Emporium store and she says, right, everyone, round the campfire. And I'm like, okay, but I'm like in the middle of doing something. So I'm like, yeah, come back to that. I'll show you the necklace, whatever. So I take my phone and I just sit down at the campfire. I have no idea what we're doing. Anyway, it turns out we're doing a cacao ceremony. So this lady has got a wonderful like shamanic drum, and she's like singing a song, and it's all really spiritual and really beautiful. Well, first of all, I'm there with Stephanie, and Stephanie has been my friend since we were 11 years old. So you try looking into the eyes of your childhood friend and not laughing your ass off. It was incredibly hard
Why
to
were you
do.
looking into
Because it was part of the cacao ceremony.
So you had to sit opposite each other.
You
had to pair up.
No. We were sat around a campfire, and then at one point she says, turn to the person to your left.
Okay.
And that, unfortunately, was Stephanie.
Right, I see.
So Steph and I, who are basically still 11-year-olds in our mind, are sat there looking deep into each other's souls, like we are in Mrs. Hoggard's class in maths back at school.
I agree.
And you know when you're not supposed to laugh, that is the exact moment that you can't stop laughing. So to begin with, I'm sat there holding in a laugh. Tears are literally streaming down my face. I'm not just a punter, I'm part of it. So I'm trying to ingratiate myself with these people, already fucked it. And then, as we are singing a song around the campfire as part of this beautiful cacao ceremony that everyone is feeling so beautifully spiritually connected with, my phone alarm goes off. Really loud because I'm hard of hearing. So I have to go, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So I stop, I turn the phone alarm off. We carry on doing the cacao ceremony, and another one goes off. So during the cacao ceremony, I basically just fucked it.
Ruined it for everyone else.
Yeah, I did.
With your alarms on your phone.
With my alarms on my phone, and they would have been for absolute bullshit that I didn't even know what they need. It would have been like Kim's get the stuffing out. It's just like a million alarms going on. But if I'd have known what we were actually doing, I would have left my phone over there.
Fuck it.
Well, no, I didn't, but I think that lady probably hates me.
Nobody's any worse off for your alarms.
I ruined the cacao ceremony 3 times.
But what? No, I won't stand for it.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Get invited to stuff. So what if you fuck it up? Have some chocolate, chill out. That's
that was basically what it was meant to be.
Right?
But
well,
I brought my chaotic energy instead
and
of spiritualism.
Look into your weird mate's eyes for.
Weird.
You're both weird. This is the point. I'm not picking on Stephanie. I'm picking on both of you here. There's a reason you're mates, because you're both weirdos.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Don't feel too bad about it.
But yeah, so that's one of my most ADHD things. The other one, back in August, as I'm sure you will remember, we were very kindly, Steph and I, invited to close the show at the Style Assembly in Blackpool.
Yes.
And the Style Assembly very kindly raised funds for the charity. We were there as the Emporium, and it was really fantastic. We closed the show, and I had a really good last-minute idea. Out of the blue, the day before the event, I decided, because I had lots of different people in all different kinds of, I had people dressed up as like bingo balls. And then I'd created these looks with leopard print so that we could all be protesting as a leopard print army at the end. And the day before the event, I woke up with this brilliant idea that I would be a pirate because I've got all these different looks, leopard print in lots of different guises, and I'm always ever so slightly taking the piss. It was funny, it was clever, I wanted to do it. I decided I was going to be a pirate. So I got this outfit together, pulled the look, it looked great, it was fantastic, managed to find an absolutely massive pirate flag to walk out with. I mean, enormous pirate flags. I was coming out at the end with this giant pirate flag, and to preface it, I'd put in a tiny little clip of the podcast as part of this video. So there was this backdrop of music, images, different headlines about ADHD, all of this stuff that I'd perfectly curated, put together to tell this story for our models to walk to and to really raise some awareness and get people to care about the cause. Anyway, this one little bit in the middle, which was my last minute decision, was to do this little clip where I say, I've never seen it as a podcast because, as you've heard, this is just chaos, right? But we don't see this as a podcast. We see it as pirate radio. So that little clip was going to play, and then Skunk Anansi's Yes, It's Fucking Political was going to kick in, and the Leopard Print Army start marching, and then eventually I come out at the end as a pirate. However...
Yeah.
Because it was a last-minute decision, I hadn't done a proper run-through with it, and the actual bit of the video was a different format than everything else. And so luckily there were two shows. On the first show, Big came to see it, and it just didn't play because it was only such a short clip in which I said pirate radio that you didn't really notice that there was radio silence because it was really, really short.
Yeah.
So basically, the pirate radio bit didn't play.
Yeah.
And I, well, part of why it's Most ADHD Thing is I should have just put a bit more time into making sure that that video worked seamlessly, but I just didn't. I just impulsively got on with it and winged it and thought it would work because I thought it was a good idea. So anyway, Big sat there in the front row of this audience. He's already watched most of the show. And then right at the end, the Leopard Print Army are marching. It all makes sense. And then I come out dressed as a pirate.
Dressed as a pirate, yeah.
For absolutely no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, yeah. You're a pirate. There's all sorts going on. The music sort of hadn't... There's just a few little technical glitches, which nobody's fault, nothing had gone wrong. It was still great, but people sort of stood around like a little bit, I think, some of the... And you could kind of tell something's gone a bit awry. No one's like I said, nothing's gone wrong. It's still really fucking cool and great. But there's like, oh, okay, yeah. Well, and then all of a sudden Laura comes out and she's a fucking pirate with a massive pirate flag. And it's not... What I want to say, it's not the biggest thing you've ever seen, but it's a very large pirate flag. It's big enough to make a real impact and go, oh, that's a pirate flag. She had a bandana around her head. She had a full-on pirate. It was a really good outfit, but there was no context. Absolutely, it's like she's just gone, do you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to be a pirate. And here you are, yeah, pirating. And it was, yeah. But with
you came into dress room at the end. I was like, yeah, we had a couple of technical glitches, but the second show will be much better. And it was good though, right? You enjoyed it, right? And you were like, yeah. It's like, what? You're like, well, why were you a pirate?
Why were you a pirate? What's that got to do with anything? You just fancied it, you're selfish. I want to look this lot. Nah, I'm gonna look a fucking pirate. It's really bizarre.
You just say, oh, I guess she's a pirate now.
Yes, pirate. All right. Great. Well done.
The second show it worked though, didn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, but
well,
the second show was perfect. But guess what?
Pirate flag was upside down, wasn't it? Which meant normally at sea means that you're in distress.
Well, that works it. And we did it
So
on
if that's-
purpose because we were in distress with the
Yeah.
Leopard Print Army fighting for justice
might
for
have
all
made
the
that
people on waiting lists for
No.
ADHD diagnosis, and we want people to care. So there you go. It was
Yes.
accidentally on purpose.
Yes. But it were, with context, it was very good. It was very good.
And we raised lots of money for the Chazza. So thank you very much to Ashley, Sam, and all at the Blackpool Style Assembly.
Yeah,
We
it was
had a
very good.
fantastic time. And and I guess I'm a pirate now.
You're a pirate now.
Well, this is definitely probably the most pirate radio episode we've done in a long old time.
You're
Try
gonna-
and be slightly professional these days because of the Chazza, but here we are. But really, my most ADHD thing is this episode, or rather this type of episode. We started them as monthly, which makes this episode 4 months late, which is very on brand. And as I said earlier, these are the most popular type of the different formats of ADHDF episodes I do. So apologies to the lovely listeners for keeping you waiting for our big and this ridiculousness. But I'll tell you, it isn't actually ADHD that's made this so late. It's that this year has been really, really tough. Absolutely amazing things have happened. We've launched a charity and went from 1 to 9 monthly groups. I've traded and spoken at festivals. As I've said, I've been on tour with Lou and Luland, and I'm ADHD No You're Not podcast, Paul Whitehouse, Dr. Minna Jonk Bayer, Johnny Vegas, Heston Blumenthal. So it truly has been an incredible year, but not one single day or one single part of any day of it has been easy because I've been grieving. So yeah, it's been the best and worst year of my life, coming to terms with mother loss, trauma. We moved to London.
Yeah.
You started a job where you were away some of the time. So that's been, we've lived in each other's pockets for the best part of a decade. And I've been learning how to live and care for myself alone, not only stepping into this new role of charity boss. Charity boss, thank you for that new nickname. BBC article back in November. There are many Tony Soprano meme off the back of that one. But also learning who this new person that I am is since losing my mum. So even when I've been absolutely winning, waving my ladle in the air on stage at Leicester Square Theatre or dancing up dressed like a snowman at the Christmas party, I've been grieving. It's been harder than I can even articulate. So thank you, Big, for all of your support this year and for being the real hero of this podcast. There would be none of this without all of the sacrifices you've made over the year. And as we said, next May, it will be 4 years of ADHDAF. And from the very bottom of my heart, thank you all for sticking around.
Yes.
It's been a hell of a bumpy ride. For still sharing your most ADHD things to help me eradicate shame, albeit slightly more sporadically and always chaotically. Thank you for believing in and supporting ADHDAF Plus charity, for following on socials, writing reviews. Thank you. Because all of you have been keeping me upright this year. We really are all in this together, and I would not have been able to do anything ADHDAF, well, ever, but especially this year, had it not have been for the Leopard Print Army. So we salute you all. Onwards!
God bless us, everyone.